Hello guys, today I'm sharing with you 10 healthy porridge ideas with different toppings and mix-ins, so let's just jump right into it. The first porridge is almond, butter, banana and apple porridge. I'm going to get one banana and slice it in a half. I'm then going to use one of the halves and slice it, and then I'm going to get one apple and get a half of it and as well slice it. The next thing I want to do is get my saucepan, put it on a heating pad and add in half a banana to it. We're going to then mash it with a fork, a spoon or a spatula, and I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Now the next thing I'm going to do is something that I'm going to repeat in every single recipe. These are the main ingredients for the porridge itself. I'm going to use 1 cup of almond milk. You can use any other milk you like. I'm also going to add in 1 cup of water. We're then going to heat up the saucepan and actually just mix all the ingredients together to make sure that banana and almond butter are so nicely spread. And then I'm going to add in a cup of rolled oats, cook it for a few minutes, add in a pinch of salt and cook for another 2 minutes. That's it, our porridge is done. Just make sure you're mixing it all the time while it's being cooked. It shouldn't take too long to do that, don't burn it. I like my porridge not too thick, not too watery, just in between, but it's up to you. Anyway, I'm then going to transfer the porridge into a bowl, add slices of banana on top of it, apple slices on top of it. We're going to drizzle with a little bit of maple syrup, and obviously we're going to use a handful of almonds that I'm actually going to chop first and then put them on top of the porridge. And here we are, it's almond butter banana apple. It's so nutritious, delicious, sweet and so filling. The next porridge is banana peanut butter. All we're going to do is get 1 banana and slice it, and then we're going to cook our porridge. To do that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter that's unsweetened into a saucepan. And then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. That's just almond milk, cup of water, and obviously rolled oats and a pinch of salt. And that's it. Once it's cooked, we're going to add it into a bowl, cover it with slices of banana, and obviously add a drizzle of peanut butter. The only thing here, peanut butter is actually too thick, so I want to put it into microwave just for 30 seconds or so it's a bit more liquidy. Don't overcook it because it won't be liquidy at all. And then we want to drizzle it all over the porridge. And we're going to finish it all with a drizzle of honey. That's it. This porridge is surprisingly easy, surprisingly sweet and delicious, and you know what? It's nutritious. Now the next recipe is creamy strawberry and raspberry porridge. We're going to actually need a blender for this one. The smaller the blender, the better, but I have a large one, so I'm just gonna use it. We're going to add 1 banana to it, 6 strawberries, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a drizzle of maple syrup, and a little bit of water. And now you just want to blend it until it's one smooth texture. I'm then going to take 1 orange and cut it in half because we'll want to squeeze it for orange juice. I'm then going to get my saucepan, squeeze in the orange juice and add a drizzle of maple syrup. We're going to then add in the rest of the ingredients and cook our porridge. And then once it's done, we're going to add it in our bowl. And you know what? We're going to top it all up with a blend of the ingredients we just made, so it should cover it with a thick layer. And then I'm going to sprinkle 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds, 1 tablespoon of pecans, and you know what? We're going to add in 10 raspberries for that extra freshness. So this bowl is so yummy, so refreshing for the mornings. If you love your strawberries, your raspberries, this is your go-to recipe, even though it's a little bit of more work. If you're still watching this video, please smash that like button and subscribe button to help this channel grow. Now this one is vanilla ginger with peaches and coconut. If you love coconut, if you love peaches, this is great option for you. I'm going to start in by adding splash of vanilla extract to our saucepan and a pinch of ground ginger. Yes, I don't have a lot, so that's what I'm adding. Either way, we're going to then add in the rest of the ingredients and cook up our porridge. I'm then going to take one peach and slice it. Take your time doing that. And then you want to take 2 tablespoons of dates and chop them as well as you can. And then we're going to pour in our porridge into the bowl and actually top it up with all the peach slices. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of desiccated coconut, which is unsweetened, by the way. You don't want to add all that unnecessary sugar to your porridge for sure, because coconut is naturally sweet. And then I'm topping it up with chopped dates that we just made. This recipe is so delicious, it looks amazing, it tastes amazing, and it's pretty simple. If you don't like cutting too much and doing too much, this is a great option. Now the next recipe is a beautiful tropical kiwi, mango and passion fruit porridge. I'm going to take 1 banana and cut it in half. We're going to use 1/2 and add it into a saucepan. I'm going to then mash it with a fork or a spoon. Then you want to add in 1 tablespoon of honey and add in our almond milk and water. We're going to give it a good stir, heat it up, and then add in oatmeal, of course. Cook the porridge until it's fully cooked. And you know what? We're then going to deal with the fruits. I'm going to get 1 mango. We need just half of it, but we need to cut it. So you want to basically take it and cut through the edges of it and make sure you don't touch the actual seed, but if you run into it, just move your knife and that's it. I'm then going to peel off the mango skin and chop it into the slices that I want. I'm then going to take 1 kiwi, peel it and slice it, and then I'm going to take 1 passion fruit and basically half it, and we want to scoop it out, of course. So we have half a banana. You want to slice that as well. And then we're going to cover our porridge with mango, kiwi slices, scooped out passion fruit, and obviously 2 tablespoons of granola. And I'm going to finish it all up with a few slices of banana. That's it, our bowl is ready to eat. Tropical, refreshing, full of vitamins, and you know what? It's full of fiber too. The next recipe is berry and nut butter oatmeal. I'm going to actually start with half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and add it into a saucepan. Then add in 2 tablespoons of honey and 1/3 of a cup of raspberries, 1/3 of a cup of blackberries, and 1/3 of a cup of blueberries. I'm then going to add in almond milk, water, and we're going to let this cook for a little bit because we want those blueberries and blackberries and raspberries to really cook through to color our porridge. We're then going to add in our oats and cook the porridge for a couple minutes until it's fully done. And I'm going to transfer it into a bowl. Now I'm going to get a handful of almonds and just chop them. Take your time doing that. It's pretty simple, but be careful with that knife, okay? And I'm going to then top the porridge up with 2 tablespoons of almond butter and a handful of almonds. That's it. Simple, delicious, and nutritious. Now, if you're a chocolate lover and you want your porridge a little bit sweeter, this coconut and chocolate porridge is just for you. We're going to start by adding half a teaspoon of vanilla extract to our saucepan and then 1 tablespoon of almond butter. I'm then going to add in the rest of the ingredients, let the porridge cook, and you know what? We're going to get a handful of almonds and chop them. I'm then going to transfer the porridge into a bowl and cover it with 2 tablespoons of coconut flakes that aren't sweetened, by the way. And then I'm going to add in our chopped almonds that look just delicious and add crunchiness to the porridge. And I'm going to finish with 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips. Make sure they're dark chocolate chips. If they're very sweet, we're gonna add all this unnecessary sugar that really you don't need. That's it, a simple porridge that sounds good and tastes good. Now the next recipe is apple and cinnamon porridge that will remind you of holiday vibes. It's delicious but a little more complex to make. I'm going to start by getting 1 apple and just peeling it. We then want to deseed it and chop it. I'm then going to add in the apples and 1 tablespoon of butter into a saucepan, and we want to heat it up until apples are tender and lightly brown. That took me around 5 minutes to do, and then I'm going to stir in half a teaspoon of cinnamon and a pinch of nutmeg. These spices are great for holiday vibes and energies and deliciousness. Then cook for another 1 minute or so, and we're going to add in the rest of the ingredients, which are almond milk, water, and obviously oats with some salt. Once we're finished with cooking the actual oatmeal, we're going to then remove it from heat and stir in maple syrup, which is 2 tablespoons of it, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, as well as a pinch of salt. Once that's done, I'm going to transfer it into a bowl and add a pinch of cinnamon on top of the porridge, and obviously top it all up with 5 apple slices. That's it, our apple and cinnamon porridge is ready. It's beautiful, it's delicious, it's spiced up and more holiday-ish, you know? I don't know whether you know, but orange goes great with porridge, and this spiced orange recipe proves that. We're going to take 1 orange and slice it in half, and then I'm going to just squeeze out the juice out of it. We want to have around 1 tablespoon of fresh orange juice in a saucepan. I'm going to then add in 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm actually going to just grate 1 orange zest. Just take your time doing that. And I'm going to then add in half a teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of ginger. I didn't have enough ginger, so I just used all that I have. Now add in the rest of the ingredients and let this porridge cook. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing. And we're going to transfer it into a bowl and then get 1 orange and just slice it. And then we're going to top the porridge with those slices so they will look amazing. And then I'm going to add in a handful of raisins and a handful of sunflower seeds. This porridge is actually my favorite because orange is just so amazing with oats, trust me. And a little bit spiced orange in the actual porridge is just the extra touch you need for your morning breakfast, trust me. The last but not least is cashew butter and banana porridge. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of cashew butter into the porridge and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and then 1 banana, and I'm just going to mash it inside the saucepan, okay? And we're going to mash it with a fork. I'm then going to add in the rest of the ingredients for the porridge and just cook it up, make it happen. Yum, yum, yum. We then want to take 1 banana and slice it, and we want to take 10 walnuts and actually chop them. It's pretty easy to do. And then I'm going to get 3 squares of dark chocolate and take my time and grate it. Make sure it is dark chocolate because if it's milk chocolate, we'll just add a bunch of sugar that's really not necessary here because the porridges are sweet themselves. Once I transferred the porridge into a bowl, I'm going to then cover it with banana slices, add a handful of blueberries, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of cashew butter, and then I'm going to cover it with chopped walnuts. And finally finish up with a little bit of grated chocolate. Yum, 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 this porridge is delicious. Although cashew butter is on an expensive side, to be honest, so if you don't have that at home, you can easily use almond butter instead. Although cashew butter has that extra touch that just makes it extra good. So which one of these porridge ideas is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to help you in any way I can. Thank you for watching. For the full recipes, go to allnutritious.com. That's my website where I share all the recipes I share on this channel. Also, subscribe for more. It helps a lot to grow and, keep on sharing those healthy, beautiful recipes. Thank you for watching and bye-bye!